I'm going to go to the end of the chapter. Very important verse that we will do now. Try to understand the teaching at its depth and also get a little taste of it. What is the verse? First we will chant and then try to understand. Verse number 25. Sarvam ekamidam shantam. Sarvam ekamidam shantam. Adi madhyanta varjitam. Adi madhyanta varjitam. Bhava bhava vinirmuktam. Bhava bhava vinirmuktam. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. This visible universe is without any beginning, middle, or end. It is beyond existence or non-existence. It is tranquil. It is nothing but the non-dual Brahman. Knowing thus, be happy. This is actually stunning. We can understand to some extent, if you say you're not the body mind, you're the witness consciousness, Sakshi, to some extent we can get it. But this which we are experiencing right now here, this is limitless consciousness and nothing else. How? This seems to be completely contradictory to our experience. Let us see how counterintuitive this verse is and how stunningly important it is. We will see now. And we'll try to understand it actually at the end of this process. We will even get a taste of it, what he's trying to say. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Idam, the word idam means this, here, what we are seeing here, what we are hearing, tasting, smelling, touching, what we are thinking, experiencing, enjoying, suffering, this. He says, Sarvam, all of this, ekam, it's one. We go, no, it isn't. It's many. There's so many people here. And each person is sitting on a chair which is different from him. The chair is sitting on the ground which is different from the chair and the person. This world is full of diversity. How can it be one? It isn't one. This is Sarvam Ekam. It might be there is some one Brahman, one God, something like that. Idam, this one, here. Sarvam Ekam. Idam Sarvam Ekam. It's one reality. Then more madness is to come. Shantam. Idam sarvam shantam. It is completely tranquil Brahman. Existence, consciousness, bliss. No samsara. No trouble, no misery, no illness, no death, no war, no suicide, no poverty, no frustration, no depression, no old age, disease, death like Buddha was fighting against. Shantam, prapanchopashama, the entire universe. This is the silence of the universe. This is the language of Mandukya Upanishad. Prapanchopashamam shantam. It is peace itself. What is peace? Right now, the technique we said, we stop talking to yourself, listen to the sound of peace. Okay, that is, I understand. It was a little peaceful for a while. No, when the mind is talking, when this world is going on, when war is going on, when upsets are there externally at a macro level, my life is not going too well at the micro level, all of this, he says, Shantam. This is absolute serenity and peace and tranquility. It is the highest divinity right now, here. There, idam, here, now. Then even further, Adi Madhyanta Varjitam. There is no birth, no existence, no death. No production, no existence, no ceasing, no cessation, no destruction. Of what? Idam. This. We don't understand this. We think, yes, if you talk about God, yeah, there's something called God or Atman, Brahman, which was never born, which always is there, will never cease. All those things, ideas, I can understand. But here in this world, it's completely contrary to our experience. People are born. I have been born. You think there's no birth, no Adi, there's no beginning. And people are born. They grow up. They grow, become adults. They grow old and they die. He says there is no beginning, there is no growing up, becoming an adult, no existing like that, and no dying either. Adi Madhya Anta Vajjitam. Devoid of beginning, devoid of middle, devoid of end. What? Idam, this one. But it is just contrary to what we see across this universe, from the microscopic to the macroscopic, from tiniest particles to vast galaxies, are all born, all have a middle existence, and all have an end. He says, nothing has a beginning, nothing has a middle, nothing has an end. Where? Here, idam, idam. Bhava bhava vinirmuktam. Bhava means existing things. People, chairs and tables, birds and animals, trees, the sky and the earth, planets, quarks and quasars. These are existing things. Bhava. Abhava means absence. This is a philosophical concept. Absence means something is not there. Here is the mobile on the table. This is the presence of the mobile on the table. It's a bhava padartha, existing entity. Now I remove it. There is an absence of the mobile on the table. It's abhava padartha, absence. This is from Nyaya philosophy. There is no bhava, no abhava, he says. Bhava, bhava, vinirmuktam. This is what our world is full of. Things which are there and things which are not there. Now, how can it be full of things which are not there? Yesterday, I went to a walk in a cemetery nearby. Very beautiful. It's full of people who are not there. This is abhava, but you feel their presence. The beloved ones, they feel the presence of the absence. I remember there was a very beloved Swami Lokeshwarananda in our order. I have seen him when I was young. So he was the head of our Institute of Culture in Calcutta. After he passed, there was a meeting. Professor Larson from the United States, he was a great professor of Indian philosophy. Sankhya was his specialty. He went to give a talk. He was very close to the Swami. So in his talk, I still remember, the professor stood up and said, "Today we are acutely conscious of the presence of the absence of Swami Lokeshwarananda." True. And somebody very beloved, somebody very impressive, no longer here amidst us. You feel the absence of something. There was something here which is absent now. So, bhava, bhava. I remember once I studied Navya Nyaya, the school of ancient school, medieval school of neologic, Navya Nyaya school. And the subject of that course was, I did a 15-day advanced course, 5 hours a day, 15 days on neologic, the Indian school of neologic, Navya Nyaya. And the subject was nothing, absence, abhava, nothing. So 5 hours a day for 15 days, we talked about nothing, very seriously. And the example he used was that there is no pot on the table. That's a classic, that's just a sentence. Bhutale ghato nasti. On the surface, there's no table and there's no pot. Surface means he meant basically a table. So there's no pot. There's no pot on the table. And that sentence was analyzed 5 hours a day for 15 days. And I remember there was a caretaker in that hall. It was in the Asiatic Society in Calcutta. There was a caretaker who looked after the facilities. He would switch on the light, put on the, clean the blackboard and everything. So he would listen to this. And then one day he came up to me. I think it was only monks who felt comfortable coming up. Everybody else was a professor or a grad student, things like that. So he came up to me and said, "You really want a pot? I can get one for you. It's very easy." He felt bad. He is responsible for this facility, this hall. And these people are cribbing every day. There's no pot on the table. And incessantly, they go on and on and on. They say, "I can get it. It's just very cheap. It's available right there. I can get it for you if you want a pot on the table." Bhava, bhava, vinirmuktam. This entire universe, all of this, idam here, it is devoid of any existing thing. Oh, so everything is absent. It's devoid of all absent things also. There is no existence, there is no absence. There is no presence, no absence. Where? Idam. Here, this universe. What is this? Iti gyaptva. Know this and be happy. Sukhi bhava. What does this mean? What does this mean? So, this is a profound, very profound statement, and we will understand it by the end of this analysis. We'll understand it, maybe even taste it a little bit. Note, we'll start with an example. This is something I'm pulling from Aparokshanubhuti. There's a verse there. Karye hi karanam pashyet tato karyam visarjayet karanatvam tato gachet. avashishtam bhaved munihi. See the cause, the material cause in the effect, then let go of the effect. The causality of the cause is lost. What remains is you, the enlightened sage. What does it mean? It works like this. Let's take our pot, which is absent, but anyway. The pot, clay pot. This is the example Shankaracharya takes, a common example. Clay pot. Now we have a pot. And I have many complaints about it, anxieties about it. It can break. Other pots are better than it, better than my pot. Yeah. And I wish I hadn't bought this pot. Buyer's regret, that other pot would have been better. But anyway, it was Black Friday, Amazon deal was there, so I bought this pot. What to do? I'm now stuck with this pot. For pot, read anything. Car, spouse, children, whatever it is. Job, gadgets, the pot. Now somebody comes and introduces, and this pot will break. I'm afraid of that. It will go one day. So somebody comes and introduces me to say, there is something here in this pot which will not break, which will never be lost. No, it doesn't depend on the pot. It was there before the pot was there, and it will be there after the pot is gone. It is there when the pot is there. Wow. Immortal, huh? Yes. What is that? It's called clay. It's called clay. It's there in this pot. So there's something called clay. And not only that, all the pots are clay. The ones you have and the other ones, there's no difference. Wow. So this clay, it sounds really good and sounds much better than my pot. Where is this clay? It's there in the pot. Karye hi karanam pashyet. Look for the cause, material cause in the effect. Effect is pot. Cause means the material out of which the pot is made. What is the material out of which a clay pot is made? Trick question, huh? Answer is there. Clay. So the clay, look for the clay in the clay pot. We can easily do that. We are experts at it. I see it. Top of the pot is clay, middle of the pot is clay, bottom of the pot is clay, inside of the pot is clay, outside is clay. In fact, it's through and through clay. Tato karyam visarjayat. Let go of the effect. How do you let go? What is the effect? Pot. Let go of the effect means you see that the pot is nothing but clay. There is no entity called pot apart from the clay. What is the pot then? It's a name. It's a form. And it's a use. You can put water in it and it looks round like that. I mean, you call it a pot. It's got some designs on it and stuff like that. So one might say, yeah, but wait a minute. There are two, I admit. There is something called clay, but there is something called pot. No, there isn't. This we have to drive it into our heads. It's very important. There isn't. Apart from the clay, neither the shape of the pot will exist, nor the use of the pot can be done, nor the name will refer to anything. If you take the clay away, what will the name do? It will float in the air. Where will be the shape of the pot if you take the clay away? Nowhere. Where will the water be if you take the clay away? It will be a mess. Water will spill out. So, use and name and form, which is Maya, name, form and use, Nama, Rupa, Vyavahara in Sanskrit, depends entirely on the material cause, the clay. Okay, then what? Then next, if the clay is the only thing that exists, there is no real second entity called a pot. If the cause is the only thing that exists, there is no real effect. Then what? Follow this question. What is the cause a cause of? Cause and effect. Material and a product. If the product is not there, what is this a cause of? What did it produce? Nothing. It was clay earlier. And now, after the pot, what is it? Clay. Where is the pot apart from the clay? So it's only clay. The cause alone remains, but then it has not produced anything. Therefore, the causality of the cause is lost. Karanatvam tato gachet. What is left then finally at the end of this analysis? Only clay. But Shankaracharya says only you are left. Now, what does this mean? Let's see now. We will go into this analysis to understand this verse and then also experience. Please match with our own experience. Whatever you are seeing now, you are aware, right? You're seeing now a book, you're aware? You're seeing now this cloth, you're aware? Cloth is different from the book. Clearly you can see. But is that awareness different? Isn't it the same awareness to which the book was revealed? Isn't it literally the same awareness to which the cloth was revealed? Your eyes changed focus. Your mind thought differently, different data came in, but the awareness which you experienced, you the awareness, are you not the same awareness? Isn't it the same light reflecting of the cloth, of the book, of the cloth, of the mobile? Yes. So the awareness remains the same no matter what we see. Then very different from seeing is hearing. You're hearing my voice, hearing music, hearing sound, hearing silence. But isn't it the same awareness? Whatever you hear is the same awareness. Whatever you see, whatever you hear, behind both is the same awareness. Seeing and hearing are very different experiences. Awareness is there. In fact, whatever we smell, taste, touch, as well as see and hear, it is constantly the same awareness throughout our days. And not only that, when we look inwards, thoughts, memories, likes and dislikes, pleasure and pain, all of them are enabled, illumined, made possible by the same awareness. You see something and you think about it. The same awareness illumined the seeing, illumined the thinking. Whatever we do, talking, walking, sitting, all of those are experienced in awareness. Karye karanam pashyet. In the effect, see the inherent cause, the material out of which this. What is the effect here? Our lives. Our lives is the effect. We have many problems in our lives. Now, just like the clay was introduced to you when you're holding the pot, now Vedanta comes and introduces the clay consciousness. You're worried about old age? Yeah. You're worried about death? Yeah. I don't want to think about it. And worried about many problems in life? Yes. Would you like to know there is something in you, in your life, which will not die? Really? Something that will not get old. Something that will not be affected by physical problems, mental problems. Really? What is that? That is called, not clay, consciousness. That is there in all that you see, hear, smell, taste, touch. That is there in all that we think, remember, desire, that we hate, that we love, that we remember, that we feel, emotion. It is there in all pleasure. It is there in all pain. Everywhere it is there. Same consciousness. Not only that, it is there throughout our waking. That's why their waking experience is possible. But when we fall asleep and this world disappears, our body also disappears. From my experience, and a world of dream comes up. In the dreams also, the whole thing is made possible because of the same consciousness. All the bhavas, the things which come and go, because of the same consciousness, I'm able to experience those things. And then deep sleep, when the mind shuts down, no waking, no dreaming, blank. That also is made possible because it's illumined by consciousness. It's a little more subtle to understand, but it's worth thinking about. The absence of something. It's like this. You're seeing me now, right? No? And then you close your eyes. You're not seeing me anymore. So there's an absence of seeing. But have you become absent? You, the awareness, you're there. You illumine the seeing, now you illumine the not seeing. Similarly, imagine shutting down all senses and all internal thinking and feeling. You'll still be there, but not blank. Nothing will be experienced. Even I am sleeping, that also won't be experienced because mind has shut down. So this one consciousness pervades our waking, dreaming, deep sleep. It pervades our days, weeks, months, years. Then we notice that everything changes. This consciousness does not change. Everything appears to it and disappears to it. And notice, if you, the consciousness, do not depend upon you seeing me. You're seeing me, you are there, consciousness. If you don't see me, close your eyes. You can't see me. But have you gone just because you can't see me? You're still there, right? So the whole of worldly experience depends on consciousness. But consciousness does not depend for its existence on that worldly experience. Let me repeat that. All the experience of our life, what we call life, family life, personal life, professional life, painful life, enjoyable life, youth, middle age, old age, all that, waking, dreaming, sleep, all that depends on you, the consciousness. But consciousness does not depend on that. It's like you are conscious and you are seeing me. If you close your eyes, you're not seeing me, but you're still there, conscious. But now let me ask you, if you, that consciousness, were not there, would seeing be there still? Are you understanding the question? I'm aware, I can see you. I can't see you, but I'm still aware. But that awareness, if it was not there, would that seeing happen even if the eyes were open? No. Would you be able to hear, smell, taste, touch, walk, talk, think, enjoy, suffer? Nothing. Nothing. It is the clay of the pot of life. And as we examined the pot and found every bit of it was clay, in fact, the pot is nothing but clay. Similarly, as we examine all our experiences, we find every bit in and through everything there's consciousness. And without consciousness, just like without clay, no pot. Without consciousness, no life. No experience of life. Consciousness is the material out of which the experience of life comes. It's a trick statement, tautology, because experience, I have already mentioned, consciousness plus object is equal to experience. So experience, which we call life, is basically you, the awareness, plus various objects coming up in you, the awareness. So the material of experience is consciousness. But somebody might say, no, it's not just consciousness. Consciousness plus object. Then only experience is there. But note, just like you say pot, clay plus pot is what we are seeing together. But no, that pot by itself does not exist apart from the clay. Similarly, those objects which we call objects, which we are experiencing, a variety, is there any possibility of proving the existence of those objects apart from consciousness? I'm not saying your consciousness or my consciousness. Apart from the very possibility of experience, there's no possibility of proving any object. Objects are those which appear in consciousness. The philosopher Arindam Chakravarti brilliantly defined, is very good with this wordplay. So very brilliantly and profoundly defined object. What is an object? An object is anything that objects to my consciousness. An object is anything that objects to. Imagine your consciousness like a field which is spreading out and then runs up against objects. Sight, form, sound, smell, taste, touch. These are objects. Your consciousness is running into them and giving you experiences. Like water spreading out, hits a rock and then splashes there. Similarly experienced. But we are going further. Those objects cannot be demonstrated, cannot be proved without consciousness. They are appearances in consciousness. Just like pot is an appearance of clay. A name, form and function given to clay. This world of objects is name, form and function given to consciousness. And the name, form and function have no existence of their own. That name, form and function is called Maya. Nama Rupa Vyavahara. Now you will see the meaning of the verse. Karyehi karanam pashyet. Look in the product that is our experience of life. And in every experience, see consciousness. I am the consciousness shining in every experience. Whether I hear, smell, taste, touch, see, whether I'm waking, dreaming, sleeping, whether I'm enjoying or suffering, understanding, not understanding, remembering, forgetting, all those experiences, they shine in consciousness. Tato karyam visarjayat. Let go of the effect. The experiences, see that it is only consciousness, because all the experiences are all pervaded by consciousness. Karanatvam tato gachet. In that case, the causality of consciousness is lost. Clay alone exists. It appears to be a pot, but clay alone exists. Consciousness alone exists. It appears to be life. Who is that consciousness? It's you. You and only you. No, Swami, we're all included. Be inclusive. No, you and only you. All of us are appearing to you in that consciousness only. Not apart from that consciousness. There's only one consciousness, it is you, but it's equally each of us. This one consciousness. Then what happens? Avashishtam bhavet munihi. The enlightened one alone is left. Now we understand the meaning. I, the consciousness alone, am left, even while experiencing this world. Even while experiencing this world. Now see the benefit of this. See the benefit of this. You are beyond death. Body is born, it ages, it becomes middle-aged, old, and dies. You, the consciousness, you experience the baby's body, the child's body, the youth's body, middle-aged body, old, decrepit body, dead body. Not just once, again and again and again. We are past masters at dying. If there's one thing that we need not be afraid of, it's dying. We have seen the death of the body many times. We suffer because we think we are the body. It's a pot which gets broken. That's why we think we are afraid of the pot which is broken. Another example I love is the wave and the water, the story of the little wave. So, little wave is born out there in the ocean. What's there? The closest is Atlantic? Yes, it is Atlantic. Out there in the Atlantic, a little wave is born. And then it looks around itself and sees other little waves and makes wave friends and goes to wave school and has a lot of fun. But slowly problems appear. In every kid's life, problems appear. Little problems, but wave-like problems. So some waves are very big and it gets an inferiority complex. I'll never be like that. Oh my God. And some waves are even smaller. There are bubbles and stuff, and the little wave is full of contempt for them. What a loser. And then some waves are friendly to it, and other waves are mean to it, and so on. So all sorts of problems are there, and the wave goes on becoming bigger and bigger. Then it sees in the distance, what's going on there? Oh, that's the United States of America. What happens? So in this Atlantic shore, all waves go to die there. Ah, what? Yes, the waves go and get smashed on the rocks, and that's it, gone. You'll be burst into a million pieces of spray and water droplets. Me too. Yes, everybody, all of us. Oh my God, it gets depressed. Then a Vedantic wave comes along. So don't worry. Don't worry. There is something called water in you which will not die. Really? It will not die. And where will I find this water? You search yourself. Go first deep into yourself. When he begins to understand what water is, you'll find deep inside yourself there is water. On your surface there is water. In the middle there is water. Around you there is water. Below you there is water. It's water all around. Oh, I realize. And this wave will go and hit the shore. Water will continue. Wave form will be lost. Be millions of droplets of water. So water will continue. Even if you're evaporated, go up into the clouds, you'll come down on the earth as blessing. Water will continue. Not only that, you realize all the other waves are water only. They're all the same as me. As water, where is my limitation? Am I only the water in this wave? The moment I identify myself as water, where is the boundary between this wave and the next wave? No boundary. The boundary is also water. Suddenly I become the ocean. I am all of it. And the biggest wave, the tiniest wave, they are all me. There is no need for inferiority complex. There is no need for contempt. There is no need for fear of death. All are one with me. I am one with all. I am in all. All waves are in me. Sarva bhuteshu chatmanam, sarva bhutani chatmani. I, the Atman, pure consciousness in all beings, and all beings in me, the pure consciousness. When? Now. When is the way of water? When is the way of water? All the time. Now? Yes. When are you consciousness? All the time. Now? Yes. With consciousness plus body. The body problem still remains. No. If you're consciousness, then you're not consciousness plus body. Body is also nothing but consciousness. It's an appearance in consciousness. The problems of the body appearance will continue as appearance problems. But in reality, it remains consciousness. So will it not die? Consciousness will not die. Body will die. Hatred, jealousy. No. Whom will you have hatred for? They are all nothing but you, the consciousness. All beings are you. You are in all beings. So this is the teaching. Now let us quickly look at the words. Now it will make sense. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Please repeat. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Adi madhyanta varjitam. Adi madhyanta varjitam. Bhava bhava vinirmuktam. Bhava bhava vinirmuktam. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. Iti gyatva sukhi bhava. Sarvam ekam idam. All of this, all these waves, big, small, bubbles, foam, all of them are one reality, water. All the pottery in Pottery Barn are one reality, clay. And everything in life, every experience you have, whether you're seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching, remembering, feeling, thinking, understanding, whether you're doing art or science or nothing, all of that is one homogeneous consciousness. At this point, rock intellect will say, so? You are that. When you are that, you can't say so anymore. I'm talking about you. You are that one consciousness. The entirety of the universe is the sarvam ekam idam. Idam sarvam ekam. It's all one consciousness. Tsunami wave, little wave. Is it right to say it is all one water? True. No doubt about it. Variety of shapes and colors of pots all made from one lump of clay. Is it not the same thing? It's the same thing. It is the same consciousness. No matter what you experience, whoever it is, whatever it is you, the consciousness. Sarvam ekam. Not only that, shantam. Just as birth and death is not there in water. Wave is born and wave dies. But birth and death is not there in water. Contempt and superiority and rivalry is there between the little waves, but not there as water. It's all the same. Similarly, all sorrows, all samsara problems, shantam. When? Forever. In the midst of poverty, in the midst of ill health, in the midst of loneliness, in the midst of struggle in life, tensions throughout the day, shantam. As consciousness. Take a look. One sadhu used to say so beautifully. दिन में एक बार देख लो महात्मा जी वस्तु कैसी है. Take a look once in a day at least. Oh monk, take a look at least once in a day. Take a look at the reality. Take a look at yourself. How will I take a look? Mirror. This book, mirror. Vedanta is the mirror. Take a look at yourself. Sarvam ekam idam shantam. Where is the problem? In the world, any number of problems never will be solved. You can make it, with hard work, you can make it little better for a while. It will again deteriorate. Guaranteed. But as far as you are concerned, you're perfectly all right. Being perfectly all right, you work for improving the pot. Give it a little new coat of paint and mend the cracks. Fine. But you know yourself to be the clay. Adi madhyanta varjitam. In consciousness. Yes, in the body, there is birth, there is youth, there is teenage, there is middle age, old age, death. In consciousness, is there birth? Is consciousness born? Is consciousness middle-aged? Is consciousness getting overweight? Does consciousness have diabetes? No. Impossible. Ridiculous. You're laughing. Yes. You should laugh. At the same time, body will get all that. The same Swami Turiyananda, when he was a youngster, he goes to Sri Ramakrishna, who was dying of throat cancer, and asks him, "Sir, how are you today?" Sri Ramakrishna says, "Oh, it hurts. I cannot eat." And Turiyanandaji was Hari. His name was Hari. He says, "Sir, I see that you are in great bliss." It's a cruel thing to say to a terminal cancer patient. But Sri Ramakrishna accepts it. He laughs and he says, "Oh, the rascal has found me out." Shala dhore niyeche. In Bengali he said, "The rascal has found me out." He has understood. How can the same bliss is possible for each one of us? It's readily available to each one of us in the midst of our problems. See yourself as this consciousness which is neither an effect nor a cause. Karya karana vilakshana atma, panchakosha vilakshana atma, avasthatraya sakshi atma. The consciousness, you the consciousness beyond cause and effect. You the consciousness distinct from the five koshas. Five koshas, the five layers of the human. Somebody told me a nice joke. As which a Swami told her, the rabbi, what is the joke? Rabbi, the Atma, Vedanta Atma is not kosher. Now, I have a rabbi visiting next week. I'll tell him the joke. Panchakosha Vilakshana Atma, the witness of the 5 koshas. That's kosher, not kosher. Kosher means the sheets, body, prana, mind, and all that. Panchakosha. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Avasthatraya Sakshi Atma, witness of the waking, dreaming, deep sleep. You, the consciousness. Are you not the witness, the experiencer of your waking, dreaming? Who else is? That consciousness we are talking about right here, right now. Bhava Bhava Vinirmukta. There is no pot in the clay, even when you are actually holding the pot and using it. Where is this is a Buddhist argument. Chandrakirti is called Chandrakirti's chariot. Chandrakirti says, where is the chariot? Are the parts of the chariot? No. Is it something apart from the parts of the chariot? No. Is it in the parts of the chariot like the water is in the bottle? Like that, is there a parts and in that there is one chariot? No. Are the parts of the chariot in the chariot? Where is the chariot? Similarly, Bhava Bhava Vinirmukta. Bhava, existing things. In consciousness, where are existing things? Where is the universe in consciousness? Whatever you point out in the pot, here is the pot, you're touching the clay. This wooden table. Touch wood. I don't say touch table, because all of it is wood. Similarly, in consciousness, in you, the consciousness, where is the universe? Where is the body? Where is the mind? He will say later on, the body is nothing but pure consciousness. See, we started by differentiating not the body, not the mind, pure consciousness. Then we say everything is pure consciousness. It's all one consciousness. But no body was ever born in pure consciousness, just like no pot was ever born. No wave was ever born in water. You have to think in which sense. No part of the water ever became wave. Which part of the water is the wave? Is it the top of the water, the bottom of the water, the side of the water? Which part is wave? The whole of it? You take it in a jar, will it be a wave? No. It's a name and a form and a function, activity. That's what we are. So that's similarly, Bhava Bhava. No entity, no living being, non-living thing was ever born or created in consciousness. None ever died and is missed and is in the cemetery in consciousness. Consciousness is not the cemetery where everybody died and merged back. No. It's not born, did not die. One of our Swamis was very exercised with the idea of we as Hindus and Buddhists and Jains and Sikhs, we believe in multiple births. Punarjanma in Hindi. But Muslims, Christians, and Jews, also atheists, one life. Of course, Muslim, Christians, and Jews believe in eternal life. After death, they'll be continued. But life in this world is only one. So which one is true? Ek janma ya bahujan, punarjanma. So he went to a great Advaitic master and asked him. He told me the story himself. So I went and asked that Swami, and he was very annoyed actually. He said, I went and asked that Swami, great teacher of Advaita Vedanta. So which is true? Many lives or one life? And that Swami answered, Arey Mahatma ji, jab janma hi nahi, to punarjanma kahe ka, aap mandukya padiye. Oh monk, when there is no birth, where is the question of rebirth? Not even one life is there. Why? What about many lives? Neither one life nor many lives, not one birth, not many births. Bhava Bhava Vinirmukta. There is no things which exist, nor is there any absence of things. There is only consciousness. Then, Sukhi Bhava. Sukhi Bhava. Be happy. You don't have to do anything. Right now, wherever you are, whatever you are, and whatever it will be in the future, be happy. Whatever was in your past, whatever is in the future, is as nothing compared to what is within you right now. So, be happy. How? Iti jnatva. Here's the crucial thing. By the knowledge of this. Not by the chanting of this. Not by the understanding of this. You must vividly, livingly feel, I am this consciousness. First of all, understand it beyond the slightest shred of doubt. Then stay with it, morning, evening, night, as I am this awareness. Use everything to reflect back to you. To me, the awareness, this is happening. This is appearing. And what is appearing is also nothing other than media awareness, appearing in media awareness. Just like every wave is appearing in consciousness, in water. Every clay pot is born and exists and disappears in clay only. Similarly. Now he has given some wonderful verses which I will chant and interpret the meaning, which you will realize immediately. Now you all know it. You know that you are the clay. You know that you are pure consciousness. And few verses which Dhireshanji has quoted here. These are all from Aparokshanubhuti. Upadanam prapanchasya brahmanonyanna vidyate tasmat sarva prapanchoyam na chetarat. He says, yeah, it's in 54 at the bottom. These are just examples. They all say the same thing. Upadanam prapanchasya, the material of this prapancha, of this universe. What's the usual Vedantic answer for the material of the universe? It is space, air, fire, water. No. He says material of this universe is nothing other than Brahman, pure consciousness. It is consciousness alone. This, here, everything is consciousness alone. Anyad na vidyate. There is nothing other than Brahman which can be the material of this universe. Tasmat sarva prapanchoyam na chetarat. This entire universe is nothing other than Brahman. Every bit of it is radiant with the presence of God. This universe. Ghatanamna yatha prithvi patanamna hi tantavaha jagadnamna chidabhati geyam tattadabhavataha. It is the thread which is called cloth. It is the clay which is called the pot. It is Brahman, pure consciousness, which is called world. By negation of the pot concept, you come to clay. By negation of the cloth concept, you come to the thread which is made of. By negation of the world concept, you come to Brahman, right here. Grihyamane ghate yadvad mittikayati vaibalat Vikshamane prapanchepi brahmeva bhati bhasuram. A really beautiful verse. What does it mean? Follow this carefully. When you experience a pot, you see a pot, you touch a pot, you hold a pot. What are you experiencing? Clay. How? Balat. By force, you cannot avoid it. It is clay only. You cannot avoid touching the clay, seeing the clay, because when you are touching or seeing a pot, it's clay only. When you're looking at the ocean, the wave, what are you in contact with? Water only. Similarly, he says, Vikshamane. Viksha here means upon inquiry with this knowledge. Prapanchovi, this universe, idam, this one. When you inquire with the eye of knowledge, Brahmaiva bhati bhasuram. What language? Brahman alone blazes forth. Bhasuram, like the sun shining. Brahman alone is blazing everywhere, here. All the time. Unmitigated, unaltered, undimmed. Brahmaiva bhati bhasuram. Brahman blazes forth in every experience of our life. That's why Vivekananda called it the open secret. Open secret. It's there. Once we see it for what it is, we'll think, how did we miss it ever? It was always there. And that's why it's effortless. That's why it's unbroken. Sarvopi vyavaharastu brahmana kriyate janaihi ajnanana vijanati mridevahi ghatadikam. Everything that we do in life, we are doing with Brahman. Walk, talk, eat, fight, love, hate, everything. Wake, dream, sleep, everything. We are immersed in Brahman all the time. But we don't know it. Just like everything that you do with a pot, you're actually doing with clay. Put water in it, put milk in it, make it a flower pot, break it, it's clay alone. Then last one. So the question is, why did we start off? We could have said this at the very beginning. Why did we start off by not the body, not the mind? I'm the witness consciousness. So much effort was put into. I'm not the body, not the mind. Why? Because unless you discover pure consciousness for what it is, the next step to see everything as pure consciousness will not work. First, you must discover. You must separate the pot from the clay in your understanding. Then see the clay as it is, then realize the pot is nothing but clay. You must separate the water from the wave in your understanding. Then see the water for as it is, then you will see the wave, the ocean is nothing other than the water. You must separate awareness, existence, awareness, bliss from the world of names and forms and see it as it is, understand it as it is. You will see the universe is nothing but Satchidananda. So this verse, Yathaiva mrinmaya kumbha tadvaddehopi chinmaya atma atmanatma vibhagoyam atmanatma vibhagoyam mudhaiva kriyate budhaihi. So words, he has to make it poetry. Mudhaiva kriyate budhaihi. The wise make this difference between body, self and not self. What is the difference? The 5 koshas. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya, Anandamaya. Not me. I am the witness. Waking, dreaming, sleep. Not me. I am the witness of them. I am consciousness ever shining. This difference, why do they make? Is it, Mudha means in vain? Is it in vain? Because ultimately the goal is oneness. So why are they making this distinction? He says, Yataiva mrinmaya kumbha deho pitadvat chinmaya. In order to understand the clay is nothing, the pot is nothing but clay. You must first understand what clay is, apart from all concepts of pot. Similarly, in order to understand the body is nothing but pure consciousness, chinmaya. See, dehopi chinmaya. You must first understand what chinmaya means, pervaded by consciousness. You must first understand what chit is. Then you will see the body is pure consciousness, mind is pure consciousness, the pancha kosha, then Atma will become kosher. The pancha kosha is nothing but pure consciousness. The entire universe is nothing but pure consciousness. But what is it? It's not a universe, it is pure consciousness alone, but appearing to itself as its object. This universe itself is pure consciousness. I'll end with just a single sentence. His Holiness, the Shankaracharya of Puri, Nishchalananda Saraswati, I heard on YouTube only, he was talking and he, in a single sentence, he reduced the entire this universe to pure consciousness. Pure consciousness, Chinmatra. Chinmatra. In one sentence. But it's the panoptic vision, a sweeping bird's eye, not bird's eye, eagle's eye vision of entire Indian philosophy. So what does he do? He starts with the world. You start with the pot, he starts with the world and ends with pure consciousness through a process of analysis in one sentence. I'll break it apart for you. The 7 stages. I've mentioned it earlier also. This is Jagat, world. Which world? This one. Whatever you're seeing, hearing, smelling, taste. Jagat. Step 1. Step 2. Panchabhuta Vilasa. This is the play of 5 elements. Or in modern scientific language, we might say it is time, space, matter, energy. This is, we put together all of this. Number 3. What are these 5 elements? Maya Vilasa. They have all come from Maya. I'm not explaining. In Vedanta, they will say 5 elements have appeared from Maya. Maya Parinama, they would say. Maya Vilasa, the play of Maya or the expansion of Maya, the 5 elements. Number 4, what is Maya? It's nothing apart from Brahman. It is the power of Brahman. Chid Vilasa. It's the play of consciousness, not the play of Maya. What is it? World. We're talking about world. Play of consciousness, Chid Vilasa. At this stage is entire Kashmiri Shaivism. Chid Vilasa. In fact, the head of the Siddha Yoga is now Chid Vilasananda, the Swamini. Chid Vilasa, the play of consciousness. But does consciousness play? You might say poetically, but actually, can it vibrate? Can it change? Can it play? No. Things appear in consciousness. That's what happens. We see that. How does consciousness do anything? Things are experienced in consciousness. That's all. This is called Vivarta. Consciousness, things are appearing in consciousness. Consciousness is appearing as something. So, like a rope appearing as a snake. Chid Vivarta, 5th stage. But if something is appearing as something else, if the rope is appearing as a snake, then that appearance snake, every bit of it must be the rope, must be pervaded by the rope. So 6th stage is Chinmaya, pervaded by consciousness. It said, Deho api Chinmaya, the body is pervaded by consciousness. Everything here must be pervaded by consciousness. 6th stage. But pervaded how? Is it like there's a hall, it's dark, switch on the light, light will pervade the hall. Hall existed without the light. The switch on the light, light pervaded the hall. Or there's a hall, you put on incense, light the incense, and the incense will pervade the hall. Is it like that? Or is it like this table and wood? Wood pervades the table, clay pervades the pot, water pervades the wave, which means the wave is nothing but water, pot is nothing but clay, this table is nothing but wood. Similarly, this world is nothing but consciousness. Seventh stage, Chin Matra, consciousness only. I'll repeat the 7 stages quickly for you. Jagat, the world, start there. 1. Panchabhuta Vilasa, play of 5 elements. 2. Maya Vilasa, play of Maya. You have reduced it. You're using the term nothing but. Nothing but. One philosopher called it nothing buttery. A lot of nothing buttery. So nothing but Maya, the play of Maya. Then play of Maya is nothing but Chid Vilasa, the play of consciousness. That's where Kashmiri Shaivism, even Bhakti, Leela, the whole Leela of the world. But that things do not, consciousness doesn't play, things appear in consciousness. Chid Vevatta. Then the 6 stages, pervaded by consciousness, Chinmaya. And final stage is, what do you mean by pervaded? It is consciousness only, Chin Matra. What? This world. Chin Matra. The word Chin Matra, you will notice, we have ended where we began. If you remember the verse which we began with, the first verse, we can chant it and end. Dikkaladhyanavachinna, Dikkaladhyanavachinna, Anantachinmatra Murtaye, Anantachinmatra Murtaye, Swanubhutte Kamanaya, Swanubhutte Kamanaya, Namah Shantaya Tejase, Namah Shantaya Tejase. Unlimited by direction, space, time, object, limitless. What? Chinmatra. That word which we used with. Consciousness only, which is proved by your own experience. Which experience? All experience. Now, would you not agree? Every experience proves that I am consciousness only. The world is consciousness only. I salute that serene radiance. Shantaya Tejase Namah. Which serene radiance? This. If you do not see it, this is the world. If you see it, it is Brahman, pure consciousness. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ram Krishna Arpanamastu.